Football is called the beautiful game. It unites nations. It creates heroes. It gives us moments we never forget. But behind the packed stadiums, the shining trophies, and the glorious goals, there is another side of football, a darker side. A world filled with corruption, betrayal, greed, and scandal. Today, we dive into world football scandals, the shocking stories that exposed the game's deepest secrets and changed football forever. This is not just about football. This is about power. For decades, FIFA was untouchable, the most powerful organization in world football, controlling World Cups, controlling billions of dollars. Until 2015, in a luxury hotel in Zurich, Swiss police arrested several top FIFA officials. Not for bad refereeing, but for bribery, fraud, racketeering, and money laundering. An FBI investigation revealed bribes worth over $150 million, corruption in World Cup host selections, illegal deals involving TV rights, and sponsorships. Presidents came and went, but one name stood above all: Sepp Blatter. The man who ruled FIFA for 17 years was banned from football for life. This scandal shook the entire sport, and it proved one terrifying truth: football's highest authority was deeply corrupt. Italy is a football nation built on passion and pride. But in 2006, that image shattered. Phone recordings exposed secret conversations between club officials and referee selectors. Matches were being manipulated. Referees were being chosen to favor certain teams. The biggest shock: Juventus, Italy's most successful club, was at the center of it all. The punishment was brutal. To Serie A titles stripped, relegation to Serie B, and star players leaving the club. Italian football lost its credibility overnight. Yet, in one of football's greatest ironies, Italy won the 2006 World Cup the same year. Glory and disgrace collided. When Qatar was awarded the 2022 World Cup, the football world was stunned. A country with extreme heat, no football history at the top level, and serious human rights concerns. Allegations followed: bribes to FIFA officials, vote-buying schemes, thousands of migrant worker deaths during stadium construction. The World Cup went ahead. The football was played, but the controversy never disappeared. For many, Qatar 2022 became a symbol of how money can overpower morality in football. Barcelona has always claimed to stand for beauty, fairness, and philosophy. But in recent years, those values were questioned. Reports revealed that Barcelona paid millions of euros to a company linked to José María Enríquez Negreira, a former vice president of Spain's referee committee. The suspicion influencing referee decisions. Barcelona denied wrongdoing. Investigations are still ongoing. But the damage was already done. Fans around the world began asking a dangerous question: Can we still trust what we see on the pitch? Not all scandals happen at the top. Some occur in lower leagues, in forgotten stadiums, in games no one watches. Match fixing has infected football globally: Asia, Eastern Europe, Africa, South America. Players, referees, and officials were bribed to manipulate results for illegal betting markets. Entire leagues collapsed. Careers were destroyed. These scandals may not make headlines, but they silently kill football's integrity. Football history isn't written only by goals, trophies, and celebrations. Sometimes, it's shaped by moments of controversy, split seconds that ignite outrage, debate, and myth. These incidents didn't erase greatness. They complicated it. Diego Maradona, the hand of God. A goal that broke the rules. A moment that divided the world. Cheating turned into mythology. Zinedine Zidane, the headbutt. In a moment no one could believe, Zidane turned and drove his head into Marco Materazzi's chest. Shock rippled across the stadium. Millions watched in disbelief. A red card. A walk past the World Cup trophy he would never lift again. Luis Suarez, the biting incidents. Once might be forgiven. Twice raises eyebrows. 3 times becomes impossible to ignore. Suarez bit opponents in league matches and at the World Cup. Each time, disbelief turned into outrage. Each time, the punishment grew harsher. Suspensions and global headlines. A reputation forever marked. Yet, even in controversy, Suarez remained prolific, scoring goals, winning titles, pushing the limits of forgiveness. A player defined as much by his brilliance as by his inability to control his instincts. Football calls itself the world's game that played everywhere and loved by everyone. A sport that claims to unite cultures, nations, and identities. And yet, beneath the chants and colors, an open wound refuses to heal. Racism has followed football for decades. Sometimes loud and ugly, sometimes quiet and ignored. It appears in stadiums packed with thousands, on social media feeds viewed by millions. In moments when players should feel celebrated, not targeted. From trailblazers who endured racism in silence to modern stars who refuse to accept it, football has seen resistance grow. Players have walked off the pitch, taken knees before kickoff, raised fists, used interviews not to talk tactics, but to talk pain. For some, speaking out came with consequences: boos from fans, backlash online, accusations of bringing politics into sport. But silence was never neutral. Silence protected the problem. Racism is not a scandal of the past. It is happening now. Players insulted, monkey chants and social media abuse. Campaigns say no to racism, but actions often fall short. Football reflects society. And until society changes, football will continue to suffer. Modern football is no longer just a sport. It's no longer just 90 minutes, 2 goals, and a roar from the stands. It is a global business worth billions. A machine fueled by television deals, sponsorships, and political influence. The question remains: is modern football still about winning on the field or winning behind closed doors? Because the beautiful game may still look the same, But underneath, it's never been more powerful or more dangerous. Football gives us joy, it gives us pain, it gives us memories for life. But loving football also means accepting the truth. The truth that scandals exist, that heroes fall, that power can corrupt. Only by exposing these stories can football hope to protect its future. This is why the Football Stories exists. To tell the stories behind the goals, behind the trophies, behind the scandals. Football is more than a game. It's a mirror of the world. If you love football beyond the highlights, if you want the real stories, subscribe to the Football Stories, like the video, share your thoughts in the comments. New football stories every week. Because the game never stops, and neither do the stories.